Hello everyone and welcome back to Gold Mine Simulator. So I went and put in the no pump hog pan, the core and the extension with the mats. I ran a couple of test shovels just to make sure that's the right one, and it is. So what we're doing is, since it's all the way up here, I went and grabbed buckets. Instead of running back and forth one shovel at a time, we'll get 3 shovels at a time this way. So we're going to go ahead and fill these all up real quick. And test out this Gems and Glory area. I think that's what it's called, Gems and Glory. Sorry if I'm mistaken on that. So we have about, let's see, I got 12, I believe, and I had 6 or 7. So we're close to 20 buckets here. If we don't have quite 20, it's fine too. I just want to be able to put the material through and get a little bit of a stockpile before we start running into the thing. Like I said, it's going to be running back and forth. And instead of running down here with one shovel at a time, we'll just fill all these buckets up and carry a shovel back or a bucket back at a time. Obviously, I don't think we're going to get all of this dug out. We can get a good chunk of it dug out. It's something to do. It's different than just running the excavator all the time. Alright, so I'm going to have to move that to make that work. Let's see, let's put in this one for a second. Grab that one, toss it over here. Let's see, we can get that one. I believe we got that one and that one to do. Right. Oops. And you missed the shovel. Okay. So we got this one here left to do. Like I said, that's like 18, 19 buckets, something like that. And now we'll just go ahead and take them down here one at a time. We can dump them right in. And that gives us like 20%. We'll just toss those there. Come back down, do it again. It shouldn't take long to fill this thing up. I mean, as you see, it's moving right along. It does go through it pretty quick, so we shouldn't have to worry about overfilling it just by... I guess if we had all the buckets down here, we could overfill it, but not doing it this way. I do like the fact that you don't have to have a pump running to do this area. Makes it a little more realistic, you know, because we used to do it this way in the old times, you know. Put a sluice in the river and make it work. Now we're going to have to use one of these buckets at some point to get water in so that we can pan out. And I am going to do a little hand panning too, just to I'll have to go grab the tub and stuff, but it should be up in the tent. But what I'm hoping to do is get a couple, 3 runs through here. Do a little bit, like I said, definitely going to be a smaller cleanup than what we're used to, but it's something different, which is kind of nice. But as you can see, using these buckets doesn't take long. And we're, 40% already. And I could stack these up and toss them down and this and that, but just put them in one pile for now. Put the one down here. I think on the next episode we'll get some dynamite and blow those rocks out of the landslide area. And maybe do some digging over there. Well, buckets are falling down here. Need you up there. You up there. Alright. Last one. So we won't need all of these filled this time, but we're just going to go ahead and fill up quite a few of them. So I'll fill up this one, toss it off the side behind me, grab the next one. I don't think falling in the water's in there. Let's just dump it. There we go. 3 buckets standing up. Now, I don't know if we're going to get any nuggets out of this area. I mean, we've done quite a few buckets already, and I haven't seen one, so I'm guessing not. Which is kind of strange since every other hog pen area has nuggets coming out of it. But, I don't know. It's what it is. Where are we at anyway? We're at 70%. Okay. I'm going to go up and grab the bucket and the pan, sluice pan. Or, not the sluice pan, the gold pan. The tent is right up here, and there should be 2 buckets of gold pan and this bucket. So I don't see the 2 buckets, but that's fine. We definitely need this. Hey, the sun's coming out. Yay. There we go. The moon's still up too. Because I'm pretty sure that's the moon over there. Could be wrong. Looking at the shadow, probably not. That's probably the sun. What can I say? I'm not very good at this directional stuff. Give me a compass and I'll still get lost. So I'm pretty sure that this is the place where you have to go to buy the things. Yeah, bridge floors, bridge railings. I don't know how much they cost. Oh, they're free. No, there we go. $7.50 for a bridge floor, $3.50 for a railing. But that's to fix this bridge over here, and then we get the large excavator over here, which will probably be 2 or 3 episodes. And I'm not sure how we get rid of those rocks back there. It might be come from the backside and use dynamite, maybe. I know to move the rocks in the landslide, you can use dynamite or the excavator and move them with the excavator. Moving them with the excavator kind of gets them in your way, though, so I'm not quite sure how to do that. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this thing filled up. We got water in there. We'll just put that right there. We're going to need this right in here. Alright, let's go ahead and we're at 75 and 78. Well, come back here. Oh, we just dumped all the water out of that. That's great. Alright, let's try this again. Let's put this down right here, out of the way. We will get a little more dirt. As you can see, there's a lot of material here. You could spend days here doing this. I've seen a couple of people try to use the excavators and the mini excavator and stuff in here. I don't know, I just don't like that idea. Plus you're still having to move because it's so far away the way it's set up. Let's go ahead and dump it in there. 87% on the full one, which is the top one. I kind of put the 2 in first to test it out, and then I came back and put the other ones in after the fact. That's why there's a 4% difference. 89%. Yeah, these 2 buckets are probably going to top it off. Maybe one more. Yeah, let's put one more in. Why not? Now I wonder if using an excavator, if you could move the material from back there over to here and make that work. I don't know. Alright, so we're going to need to put water in this too. We're going to put that right there. Or there. Alright, 98%, that's close enough. Let's go ahead and wash out these mats. And this is, I mean, I'll show you right now. This is the reason why I don't run hog mats on the plant, because it's just not a whole lot of material coming out of these things. Alright, those are all empty. Yep, okay. Let's take this up here. Pour some into here. Put the rest down. Now you can take this and connect it to the river and do it. I already see a red gem in there. Alright, hold on. Let's see. down. So this levels it. Okay, there we go. And it should be. How do we go into gold picking mode? There we go, shift. So we'll go ahead and grab this gem. Grab this gold here. Do we see any more? I don't really see any more. I know there's gold in that little rock right there, I can tell. So let's get out of the gold picking mode. Go ahead and dump it back in the water. Yeah, there's some gold right there. I just knocked it right out too. So that's new. You used to not be able to do that. I don't know if I can see on the ground anywhere down here. No. That's a bummer. Alright, so we lost some, where'd my bucket go too? Way over here. Has my concentrates in it. You used to be able to like vigorously move that thing around and it wouldn't do that. So I guess you have to be a little more careful now. All the more reason to use the gold table and denuggetizer. And I'm barely moving and it's... I don't see anything in there yet. Like it should be. Just do this a little bit. I see a diamond, I think. Or maybe a sapphire, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna keep doing this so I can't see any more dirt. A couple pieces of gold. A couple pieces of dirt left. Let's go ahead and oh, we got a picker. And a diamond. Like I said, we only got 0.27 carats of nuggets or gems, so not a whole lot. Let's go ahead and dump the water off there. See if we can get anything else out of this. Looks like a couple little pieces maybe. Oh, there we go. Alright, so go into picker mode. Another picker. Come on. I'm not even moving, that's just like the water moving around. It's making it weird. Alright, that's it for that one. Let's go ahead and get some more material in here. Do we have anything? Yeah, we do have some left in there. Yeah, like I said, this is kind of a slow process doing it this way. I would suggest getting a wave table and a demagnetizer. Probably work a whole lot faster. So I'm learning you don't want to go left and right, just go up and down with your mouse. Left and right's a little too much and it likes to toss the material out. Alright, let's raise this up. See if we can get this to, there we go. Let's go ahead and dump it back in now. Bring it back up, shake a little bit more. Dump. Reload the water. Shake a little bit more. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done any panning, so bear with me here. That looks like all of it, so let's go ahead and go into picker mode. Looks like these are some good size ones. No gems though. In this gold pan this time. Not a whole lot of gold either. Like, this is just to mess around pretty much, show people what you can do in this area. there is a better place to do gold than this, obviously. Alright, that's it for that, so we'll go ahead and dump this in, get water in it. Let's get some water in this thing. There we go. Shake it a little bit until it's good and dirty. Just knock some out. Go ahead and drain the water off. Dump it back in. Shake it around a little bit more. I see a blue gem in there. Shake it off. Piece of gold. I'm not getting a whole lot out of this. It's mainly just, you know, crumbling away. We'll go ahead and pick those three out there real quick and then see if we can get that last one to turn into something. That is not what I wanted. Let's lower this down a little bit. Hit shift. And left click, not press E. So picker, and gem. So 0.4 carats so far. Not looking good. Is it going to turn anything? Yep, it did. Okay. So let's go ahead and go into picker mode. Just go ahead and grab that. It's a piece of gold. Man, my mouse is sensitive. I need to turn it down a little bit. Alright, so we got half an ounce of gold and 0.4 carats of gems. Not that great. We can continue doing this, get more. I'm going to go ahead and fill it back up and do some more panning here in a second. Okay, so what I've done was I dug out only the dirt that was right here in this creek right here. I've got 2 full buckets of concentrates up there. This is just sitting here empty, and of course all the extra buckets are staying there. But I did set up the magnetite separator and the wavetable just to show you the difference in the two. So off of one bucket we got half an ounce of gold and 0.4 carats. Let's go ahead and fire this thing up. And we're going to go ahead and fire this one up. Somewhere, I push the button, there it is. Alright, so we have power, water, everything. I'm going to go ahead and just toss one bucket in. And turn it on. We're going to do each bucket separately. I don't think we're going to get any magnetite off this, but we'll see. Yeah, no magnetite. Which is fine, okay. So we'll toss this over here. Oh, we did get 10 ounces. Not much. Alright, and then we'll toss this one in. And we're going to go ahead and start this and run this one, like I said. 0.536 ounces. It won't take long for one pan to be done. So yeah, we got a little bit more. We got 8/10 and half a carat off of the wavetable. So I think it is better to actually run it with the wavetable. And then probably the same thing on this one too. 1.3 and 0.92. Like I said, I've taken 3 full buckets out of there, and except for the little bit that I dug up here to fill those buckets up the first time, it's all been dug out of right here, and there's still dirt here too. Alright, so that one was 7/10 of an ounce of gold and another half carat. Let's go ahead and shut this off. We don't want to keep running all this stuff. wasting fuel. But we're gonna go ahead and just run into town real quick. I'm gonna leave the fuel trailer here. Let's see, where do I want to park that at? Let's park that over here. I did buy a couple things I needed for the landslide area too, like the an extra hose to get over there, and some extenders for the water pump. Obviously, the generator we can just take with us when we move over there. So we're gonna run in town real quick. We'll sell this. Obviously, it's not gonna be much. It's $1,000 a carat, and I mean the gold, not much. More than anything, I just wanted to show this area. But in the next episode, we're gonna be running a hose over here, and turn. Come on, there we go. We'll be digging in this in here. What does this say right here? No drilling. Okay. Well, I didn't plan on drilling anyway. This is a power outlet if we wanted to run power from here, but I think I'm just use a generator. We're going to bring a large excavator and a mini wash plant over here. And I said before that I believe you can move these. Yeah, you can definitely move these. I could probably move them with a truck. But blast them out of the way, and then we'll dig this out. I watched one guy blast a bunch of holes down in like somewhere right in here, and he got it's pretty deep right here, so we should be able to get quite a bit of material out of there. So let's run into town real quick, and let's see. I am going to buy the mini wash plant and bring it back out, at least to get it set up over here. I'd probably buy the excavator and have it shipped out too. Now with the excavator, you can pick the mini wash plant up with chains, but I mean it's easier just to hook it up to the truck and move it around, I think. Somewhere out here, there's a right-hand corner. There it is. Trying not to hit everything, but man, they make it tough. The rocks and logs are all the way to the edge. Alright. Now, which one is that one there? That's, yeah, waterfall. So up that way is Pine Valley. You can actually get to Nighthawk that way too. It's just a long way around. And I did pick up the one notepad that was, let's see, where's that? Right in here somewhere. Yeah, right there by that log. Or story, not notepad. I haven't looked around enough to see if the new one has a story for it or not. I know that all the other parcels do. I've never been to Waterfall, so I can't say that. But I mean, this is 2 ounces. I should probably just sell the gold ore. Yeah, we'll smelt it though. I think I might put this as a 2-part same day at 1.9 ounce. I mean, is it even worth selling? Anyway, a 2-part one day. Like do the gold pan area for part 1 and part 2 do the landslide area. So we're gonna go in here real quick. Now, what else do I need? I need Probably a couple more large hoses, a couple more extenders. So let's go here, pick up 2 of those, pick up 2 of those. We have lots of buckets over there. I'll need another power cable. We're gonna need this. Let's grab this. I'm gonna leave the one generator where it's at. I'm gonna grab another generator because I don't want to tear down the gold recovery area. So I think that's it. We got plenty of buckets over there. I don't need any more of those. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, so we can go load all this stuff up, hook up to that, go sell this stuff, and that'll be it. And so there's no reason really to end this day and show that we did, what, 5 yards of material if we're lucky. Not the 5 yards isn't a lot of material, but when we're used to doing 1100 or better, it's not really much. Alright, that should all stay there. Easy peasy. Alright, let's go sell, and then we'll grab the large excavator, take this back, and we'll call that a good for the episode, I think. I'm going to... That's it. I don't even know why I'm selling this. It's not really much there. But we're trying to do it for each episode, so... Alright, so... Sell gems, $1,000 per carat. We have 1.4 carats, 1,400, not much. And then sell gold bars, 2,300, sell all, yes. And that is it for that. Now let's run over, grab, I'm just going to park right here. Like so. Because I can jump back over to this instead of trying to turn that thing around back here in this tight area. And we could use the small excavator, but it's hard to keep the wash plant going full. And since we have the money, I'm going to go ahead and purchase this too. Not just rent it. Because I may have it sit there for days and days and days and not touch it and come back to it later. Alright, so order, yes. And then we're going to take and put this over onto Diamond Creek. There's a backhoe loader over there. That's in the marshlands. Probably have to fix that one. Move that over. Yes. Transportator drilling. Nope, we can't do none of that stuff, so that's fine. And then we'll tab to the truck and drive on back. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you guys enjoyed. I said it's a little different pace than what we're used to. I know that in the hog pen areas you don't get much gold compared to the parcel sites, but it is part of the game, and I wanted to kind of, you know, show a little bit of the Gems and Glory DLC. You know, especially if you're a new player, you could go in there just like I did before and toss in the hog pan and just sit there and run dirt on your own for however long you wanted to. And you know, if you like using the gold pan and panning it out, go for it. I just think that it's better to use the wavetable. And obviously there's not much magnetite in there, but you know, every little bit helps. So go ahead and start your stockpile now. If you know, obviously if it's a brand new game, you can't you won't have the money to purchase the wavetable magnetite separator. But as soon as you do, go ahead and grab one. Makes life a little easier for yourself. So thanks for stopping by. If you have any tips, tricks, questions, comments, leave them down below. If you liked the video, click that like button. It really helps out the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care and have a good day.